Trying it again. Is it working? Y'all come back, please. We're back. I'm trying to get everybody over here. All right, guys. I'm trying this. I'm not great. All right, guys. We're back. Sorry. Y'all jump back over here, David. Thanks. Back. Thanks, brother. Y'all let me know. I'm trying to learn this, guys. Let's get back after it. Share Bear, thanks. How you doing today? We're doing great here in the beautiful mountains of western North Carolina. It's a nice cool morning here. Well, anyway, maybe I can get back. We built these little things as we had the money and time on hand. Only thing I hate, I can't see the video. But anyway, so we built the Keith. We did the Stephen and Sherry at home, moved it up here. And then she went and bought us the Trevor and the Destiny. And there's two y'all haven't really seen. They're way down on the end, which is the Michael Caden and the Stacy Lane. I had to take y'all down there one day and do a tour of the Stacy Lane. I ain't Circle of Death, am I? But anyway, so we built them. We got them ready. My wife listed them on Airbnb, and bam, here we are. About 3 years ago, she come out of her job, and I think it's coming up on 2 years now. I've been out of my job, and this is all we do is the tiny house Airbnbs. It's how we make our living. Well, guys, y'all come on, throw some questions at me. Or am I in the circle of death again? Well, like Parker, how you doing? Glad you're here. Terrell King, you have obviously thought about black people today. Are you taking a day off? What's that all about? No, I'm not taking the day off. I'm just going to do my live, and then I got to go get busy. I got plenty of work to do, my friend. Hey, I'm glad you jumped in here, though, brother. Thanks for coming over. Appreciate the comment, Terrell King. Appreciate it. What kind of wildlife here? We got bears. We got deer. There's all kind of small wildlife, coons, squirrels, all kind of stuff. Y'all just got to bear with me. This is kind of my first time, so I'm trying to learn how to get all this done. And I ain't got nobody to help me. I'm not worried about that negative. I'm ignoring it. I just let him know. He don't bother me. What's the biggest one you have? Is it's the Stephen and Sherry, and it'll sleep 6 people. You can fit a few more, like if it's children, because it's got lofts on either end, and we got some other little fold out things up there they can make little beds out of. So it'll do 6 adults easy if as long as they know each other pretty good. Yeah, that's kind of why my wife and I got into the tiny home. She designs them usually. I'm just building them and she designs them. And like I said, we're going to do 6 altogether. We hope that'll be enough to make us a living. Shareable, thank you. Appreciate that comment. Kelly Rager, thanks. But anyway, guys, I'm just, like I said, I'm learning how to do this. My first journey in YouTube. Alyssa Tucker, hello. I might have mispronounced it. I'm sorry. I'm not good with names. But I'll get better. I promise y'all. Y'all do know we had the mayor too down in here, and what you're doing with us, and the mayor too down. He popped in the chat for a little while. Y'all, I'm like I said, I'm just learning. So hey, throw some questions at me. You know what, Mr. King? Have a good day, my friend. Yeah, just like you said, I ignored him and sent him down the highway. I'm not going to have that. Not racist anyway. You can make a rude comment to me, don't make it vulgar, and sure don't make it about nobody else. No, not yet, but I hear he's the champion of hide and seek up here. Bigfoot, Sasquatch. Find it funny you mentioned that. Over in a place called Blue Ridge over in Georgia, because we're not far from there neither. They got the Bigfoot experience. You ought to go check that out sometime. John Waltman, hello, how you doing? Yeah, I'll give y'all some tours of the home, she bear. All right, Joe, just hang out. Enjoy it. Like I said, I'm just trying to learn, so y'all got to forgive me. I'll get better to go, promise. Like I said, I'm just doing this. It's going to be a fun hobby for me. And I'm sorry about it goofing up. My internet right here ain't the best because we're in the mountains. If I was back home in Florida, I could have fiber internet and we wouldn't have no problems. But here I have to work off a cable, so it's a little different. So we got the Keith. It asleep. I'll just do this for you right quick. I'll run through them. We have the Keith. It asleep forward. It's got a double bed and it's got a double futon bed. And it's got a kitchenette, stand-up shower, small bathroom, small cabinet area. Stephen and Sherry will sleep 6 adults, a few more children, because like I said, we got some things up there you could use, but we'll sleep 6 adults. It's got a full bath with a tub, a shower, a full kitchen in it. It's small, but it's a full kitchen, full-size appliances. Now we come down here to the Trevor, where I'm at. That's what I should have said earlier. Y'all, I am live from the front porch of the Trevor. It's a small space. It's an 8x16 tiny house on wheels. We have a futon bed in it, but we keep it down all the time. It's got a bed. It's got a little kitchenette area, and it's got a bathroom. And my wife, she loves these big porches. That's why we put a porch on it. It's almost the size of the tiny house itself. All right. Let me catch up here in the chat, y'all. I'm running behind, guys. That one guy flushed me a little bit. How long did it take to build a home? We build on the station wagon, which I'll show y'all later on in some videos. I didn't get to work on them full time. I still worked a full-time job, and I would work on them on the weekends. That's how we actually built our cabin. I wish I had videos of that, and I don't, but I have some pictures. I'll go back and see if I can find some of them. And when we built our cabin, I'll try to make a photo roll or whatever y'all can check out when we built mine. These that I'm setting up, I take my time now because I'm trying to film them, and it takes me about a month to set one up because I'm not in a hurry. I do it. I get hot, I quit. You know, there's some other channels I watch, and like they do the same. All right, guys, sorry, my internet, it stinks around here. And I seen one about a pet. No, we do not accept pets because we try to be fault full of other people that might have allergies to pets because it's, once you get hair and dandruff in there, it's super hard to get it out because I have dogs. I'm sorry. But it's super hard to clean it up. And I want to be sure if somebody has allergies that it don't bother them. Y'all, I'm back. But anyway, I'm sorry about my internet, guys. It's just, it goes crazy. I can't control it. But anyway, whoop, lost my microphone. The Trevor will sleep two people. I guess that's where we left off. And then the Destiny is pretty much a mirror image of the Trevor. It'll sleep two people or two adults. The Stacy Wayne, when we get it done, it will probably sleep maybe four. For two couples, four adults. And Michael Caden will probably sleep 4 to 6, probably. Don't know yet. I got to get in there and build it out. I ain't got it laid out. It's just an empty shell. All right, Cheryl. Well, thanks. Yes, ma'am. They have electricity and water. That's why they call it a tiny home when they're for rent on Airbnb. If I was smart, I'd pin that. I'd go figure out how to do that and pin that for y'all, so y'all could go take a look at the ones I have. But the way I can tell you now, go to Airbnb, go to Murphy, North Carolina, look up the Trevor, the Stephen and Sherry, or the Keith. That'll have the information there. Go find them. That'll give you all information, to give you some photos too, until I can get some videos made. No, She Bear, we can't have pets. I try to be good to everybody just because of the allergies other people have. So no, I don't allow pets. Are we still doing good, or are we still in the circle of death? No, we ain't in the circle of death no more. Anyway, y'all got some more questions for me? How do we name them? Good question. I'm glad you asked. Funny story. My wife names them, and yes, they're named after our children, friends. Well, mine will say technically adopted children and our grandbabies. The Stephen and Sherry, that's our son and his wife. The Keith is our best friend's, or is our son's best friend, which my wife said wasn't around for some of that, but she said he practically lived at her house when they were growing up. The Trevor is my oldest grandson. The Destiny is our oldest granddaughter. The Michael Caden is our two youngest grandsons. And the Stacy Wayne is my daughter and her husband. Hey, Hog Life. Yeah, she said she feels a little better today. Have any of y'all in my chat ever been a moderator? If you do, send me a message, please. I need some help. I was nice, man. You gone, dude. I don't like that. That guy making them comments, I don't like that. Like I said, you make rude comments to me, one thing. Don't do it to other people. All right, guys, y'all got any more questions for me? Mercy, North Carolina? Never heard of it, though. Hopefully, when I get these up and done, I can get a little time. I can go do some things because I want to go fishing. I love to fish. take y'all. We can go do some of the things around here. I do have some videos up right around the corner, about 10 minutes from here. A place called Fires Creek. I think it's a North Carolina state park. It's got a cool little creek that runs through there. You can trout fish it. It's got a small little run. You can take some tubes and go make that little run. You know, children to keep them busy for hours and just have a ball. Thanks, Sheriff Bear. Appreciate it. That's the reason I got to find out. That's what I need somebody to help me moderate. I'm not. I've never. Like I said, this is all my first time. Hey, and everybody we got in here watching, I really appreciate y'all being here. Is the sound okay? Is my mics and stuff working? Like I said, this is all new to me. I am Murphy, North Carolina. That's where I'm at. But I'm actually in a little place they call Peachtree. I'm about 5.5 miles outside of town in Murphy, North Carolina. Kind of, kind of like where we grew up on an island there in Cedar Key, and my wife grew up on the island of Cedar Key, and she grew up in Alder Creek. So that's one reason we kind of like the creek. That's the main reason for the creek on our property, because we love the water. We like being around the water. Hey, if any of y'all want to, like I said, I told y'all about that Airbnb. I'll try to get it. And on some of my videos, there's some QR codes y'all can go scan, and that'll take you to them too. Thanks, Joe. I did. I finally figured that out. And I'm not asked for any mod yet, or I'm not asking anybody to be a mod, because I got to figure all this out. I got to get a good timetable, good schedule for doing live, for putting out videos. Yeah, that's the creek behind me. I'm glad y'all can hear it. That's what everybody says. They just love it. One lady commented. One lady commented, said she could just get her a good chair, get out here and just curl up and read a good book and listen to the creek go by. We like listening to the creek go by. It's not a private body of water, and I'm assuming you would need a license to fish on this property. My grandbabies fish here. They've only caught some fish, maybe 3, 4, 5 inches long, nothing major. I think they caught some little native trout, and you can't keep them. That's why I say go to Fires Creek. You can go up to a place called Hanging Dog. That's a public trout fishing area. There's one out there off the main highway. There's all kind of places. Thank y'all. Thanks for doing the sound. Thanks for telling me I'm doing great. I appreciate it. I just wish we can get more people in here, y'all. Y'all keep populating. Send it out to your friends. Let them know. So, okay, I'm not trying to get scattered, but back to the tiny house stuff. That's what it's supposed to be about. So, just a little over 2 years ago, my wife did a soft opening. We opened the two up on the hill, the Keith and the Stephen and Sherry. Had them open for, I think it was 3 months. We shut them down. I ain't gonna lie. We go back home to Florida when where it's warmer, because it's cold up here during the winter. So, and it did a little bit. So we did a little bit, and we shut them down. Went home. We come back the next year. I was still in my job. She was out of her job, and we opened them up, and we did a little better. Well, we opened them up this year. We had a sluggish start, and we've done better. So each year we keep climbing up the ladder. I don't think we're going to get rich anytime soon, but we keep paying the bills. That's what matters. So then we get into the Stephen and Sherry, like I said earlier. They were bought from a company called Incredible Tiny Homes, somewhere in Tennessee. I can't remember where, but I know it's over, I think it Eastern Tennessee or whatever. It's pretty close to us, a couple hours away. So my wife went and bought the Trevor and the Destiny. The Trevor's done. We've rented it a few times already. It's been a hot little number. And now, like I said, I'm putting the Destiny together. Y'all see the finishing up the deck. Well, I ran out. I got two boards to finish that. Then we got to start doing the handrails and stairs and some other things. And then we got a gazebo we're going to put up on that deck. It's going to be nice. And it's right down on the creek, too. Are they up in the mountains close to shopping areas? Yeah, we're probably 5.5 miles or so outside of Murphy, North Carolina. And that Murphy's got a lot of the things, you know, they got the McDonald's and stuff like that, Walmart, Ingles, stuff like that. The little Peachtree area here, we're just a few miles out of that little town. It was a town years ago here. It had a post office a couple times and it's gone away, but they still consider it a little area. They just call it Peachtree now. So I guess I'll do some new videos because, like I said, I got some videos where we did the Traverse. Said it was almost finished. I don't know if I ever did one done. Maybe I can get one out to y'all pretty soon where we can retour the Trevor. Because, like I said, we pretty much got it all done. I'm sitting on the front porch of that one, letting y'all know where this is coming from. How long we been going, y'all? We talking about fishing here. This creek ain't real deep. Some of the deepest spots maybe knee deep if you're lucky. Right here where we're talking about, or our piece, you know, we own 1,400 foot on this creek from one end to the other. Down there on the other end of the property is the two I was telling you about, the Stacy Wayne and the Michael Caden. That's the other two we got to work on. But I got to get these done first. These are on the upper end of the property, I call it. So, let's see. I do know about RVBO too. Two of my tiny houses I can't have on RVBO because they specify you have to have a wash sink in the bathroom. And in these two tiny houses, it's going to be tight. You can't do it. So they, you know, the sink's right out. As soon as you use the restroom, you step right out and wash your hand in the sink at the kitchen area. No big deal to me. I don't know. Some people might get weirded out, but not me. So that's what I do there. So I can't use RVBO. And I don't know if I want to try multiple platforms because it's kind of hard just keeping up with one. Kelly, if you got me in the background where you can hear me, go to Murphy, North Carolina. You can look up the Keith. You can look up the Trevor, and you can look up the Stephen and Sherry. The Destiny's not done, so she ain't up there yet. Well, tell her to come on, Sherry Bear. We'd love to have her down here. I don't know if we get some fans coming, I might just have to do a barbecue. We got a nice big cook shack right over there. Get a few of y'all come stay in the tiny house, and we just have a get together and have us a good old get together right here. We got a big fire pit, slings around it, outdoor cook place. We call cook shack's what I call it. But my wife gets kind of upset. She hates the word shack for some reason. But we're gonna make it an outdoor kitchen. And that's gonna be for us. But back to the tiny houses, guys. So we can't use RVBO, but Airbnb, we've been on there. Love it. My wife's made Superhost. She's the gears of the operation, guys. She's the brains, put it that way. Like I said, she does all the, I say does all the, but she comes up with the concepts, the ideas, and then tells me just build them. So that's what I do. So like I said, we're taking this journey on the Airbnbs. I'm gonna take this journey on YouTube. Cool thing is, guys, y'all get a change of scenery come December. December we'll go back to Florida. I'll show y'all. We'll hang out down there. I tell you what we'll have to do. All y'all Tube Town fans, we'll go raid Tube Town one time. All right, so we'll go raid Tube Town 2.0. And I'll carry y'all down there to some of the places we like down there. We got springs, uh, the river. Y'all see Travis, he goes to the river. We got springs, river, all kind of great things. Y'all don't tell him no. I'm gonna go down and sneak into town. I'm gonna go raid it, and I'm gonna set up and film and bring y'all with me. I'll probably do a live from there, Tube Town 2.0. Yeah, Travis is a great guy, y'all. He's the one that's kind of inspired me to do this. He's the one that got behind me, pushed me a little bit. He said, "Do it, dude. This is what you got to do." Nothing. So I hope y'all find my stuff entertaining. I'm gonna do something about tiny houses. I have another channel, and I'm gonna try to start splitting the content. I'm gonna. Oh, I'll quit rocking y'all. I know it probably drives some of y'all crazy. I'm gonna try to split my content and put a lot of the tiny house stuff over on my other channel, and then this will be random things with the tiny house. And then as we go off, we do things. You know, we like to go off. We like to go hit thrift stores, flea markets. I like to fish. My wife actually likes to fish. Maybe we'll have to take the boat and head out on the lake one day. Uh, I'll take y'all over to Lake Chateau to the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds one day. All kind of cool things up here to do. Most especially, and then when it starts getting cold, it's time to go home to Florida where it's warm. I can pull the rug out from under the mayor's feet and we can do Tube Town 3.0 here, Mountain Edition. No, I ain't gonna mess with Tube Town. That's mayor's. I don't want to mess with it. He was kind enough to tell some of y'all to come check my stuff out, and I appreciate him. He's been a good man. He's been a good friend. Hog Life, it ain't JALE Tiny Homes. I don't have it under that. The JALE Tiny Homes are just for the YouTube stuff. It's just under Murphy, North Carolina. You can either look in Peachtree, North Carolina, or Murphy, North Carolina, and then look up the Trevor, the Keith, or the Stephen and Sherry. Well, y'all, that's what I think I'll do. I'll try to get out to my next video. I'll try to do a quick, nice tour of the Destiny for y'all and point out a lot of the amenities and things and the different things that we've done. I'll see if I can find some pictures. I seen some yesterday. I was looking through some. I found some pictures. I'll have to put up before the house and everything was even here and put that up and let you have a look, see at that one day. Hey, Hog Life, if you're going to jump on my live, you want to do some research, learn how to do moderator for me, and I'll put you in there. And when you can jump on when I do my lives, I'll put you in as a moderator. Y'all, we ain't killing it, but we're climbing. I hope to produce content y'all enjoy, y'all like. Like I said, there'll be some a lot working on the tiny houses. I'll try to break it up as we go off and do things. We try to break our stuff up. We don't, don't constantly work. We try to break it up to get, I guess you say, days off for some other things that we want to do also. It ain't constantly working on a tiny house. But I'll give you a glimpse outside one day. We'll take a good walking tour of my yard. We'll start at one end and go to the other. I'll take you all the way down. We'll start at one end and go all the way down to the far end. Take you out and let you check out the Michael Caden. See the outside. Maybe I'll take you inside the Stacy Lane. It'll probably be dusty and all kind of spider webs because that's one thing we do have up here, a lot of spiders. But guys, y'all come on. Y'all come have a stay with us. We really enjoy y'all. Nice and peaceful. It's quiet. You can hear the hustle and bustle. Here it is. What time is it? 11:13 in the morning on a Saturday morning. I hear the cicadas in the creek. I don't hear nothing else. I do hear some equipment once in a while up there on the hill working, but other than that, nice and peaceful. Thank you about my garden. I really appreciate that. That's just a hobby for us. We're not no big heavy master gardeners or nothing like that. We just decided we'd try it. The little greenhouse. I decided to just throw one up and we'd have at it. And so I'm gonna take y'all with me. Y'all see us walking. Y'all see me walking through the garden sometimes. That's what I said. The channel. It's gonna have some of my tiny house stuff too, but I got another channel, JALE's Tiny Resort. I'm gonna start moving my tiny house work stuff over to there. Some here, but most of it there. And then here's going to be a lot of random things. This is going to be more or less just following me around through my days and whatnot as I do things. But the other one, I'm really going to try to make strictly just working on the tiny houses. Well, Sheriff Bear, I hope I do it. I try to be natural. I don't want to. I don't want to be fake or phony. I don't want to try to project a persona and then have to try to do that all the time. I'd rather be me and be done with it. Like me or hate me, I am who I am. Oh, that's all right, Hog Life. Yeah, the JD Tiny Homes is just my YouTube. Y'all, please, anybody out understanding, the JALE is pronounced like Jay Lee, like JAYLEE, but it's a play on my first and middle initial and my wife's first and middle initial. So my name, first and middle name is James Arthur. My wife's first and middle name is Lois Elame. So now you get it, JALE. But we want to pronounce it Jaylee. Do I need to put periods behind all the capital letters, or does it look good like it is? Y'all let me know, guys. Like I said, I got to learn a little bit. If I knew how to do it, I'd have a thing pinned to the top where y'all could go check out my Airbnbs. Got spots before my eyes. So today I have work to do. So as soon as I get off here, that's what we're going to do. We have guests that have checked out of the keys. We have to go clean that and get it ready so we can have more guests. Oh, okay, Share Bear. I'll leave it like that. Yeah, because I'm not heavy into the tiny home now. When we get down on the other end, I'm gonna be heavy into one because I got it. We got to completely do it. It's just a shell. The Michael Caden I would keep referring to, it is just a shell. I got to build it out. The Stacy Wayne's done. We built it out, built it in Trenton, Florida, where we lived till we sold our place. I don't know if I got any old videos on there, but go back and you'll find what I'm talking about, an RV port. You'll see the RV sticking out the front. We built it under there. Like I said, I got to go get a video of that one for y'all, so we'll have to video that, go up there and tour it. I don't have electricity and water down there yet. I, I'm just working as I go, and I'm trying to keep it all paid for as I go, so we don't go into debt. That's the greatest thing about this business. We're debt free in it. Just a month to month bill. That's all we got to pay. Well, let's see. So our ventures into Airbnb. It actually worked out great because I used them a lot. I traveled for my job. I did Highline Power, and I traveled all over Florida, Georgia, Alabama. I did Highline Power, so I traveled and I stayed a lot in Airbnbs. That was some of the best places I found to stay. They were good, comfortable, clean, nice. All right, Ron Bridges, I'll leave it alone. I will leave that just like you got it. Hi, Miss Nancy Gleason. Yeah, I'm back. Like I said, the internet up here is not great. We got it barely, but it works some. This has been a little better. I got a couple of networks running off of one internet hookup because I got to have internet up on the hill for my guests there. I got internet in the Trevor where I'm at now, and now I got to get internet down there to the Destiny too. That's my next project. I got to figure that one out. And I'm not a tech guy, y'all. So, any of y'all good with technology? Give me some ideas how I can run internet. I figured out one way how I got it up on the hill. I'm using a wireless bridge, they call it. I got a piece that's on outside my house on my front porch and it points up that way. And then up there on Stephen and Sherry, I got a little white receiver that picks up the signal. So I got internet to the Stephen and Sherry. Then I set up a mesh system and I shot it over to the Trevor or the Keith. And the Trevor, I got it set up on one by itself. So I got to figure out what I'm gonna do with the Destiny because I'm not a tech guy, y'all. John Walton, we are probably 2 hours, 2.5, 2:45, somewhere in there from up there. I think that's in the Gatlinburg area, ain't it? I've never been to Dollywood. I think I want to go one time. I got to see if I talk my wife into it. She don't like crowds. I really don't know more, but I would like to check out Dollywood just because I've never been there. I do want to go to Maggie Valley too. I want to go there because I used to watch that show Moonshiners. I've actually met a couple of them up here, and I want to go to Maggie Valley and go check out Fruit Jar Alley. They call it Pigeon Forge. I'm sorry, but I think they're right there together, ain't they? My son and his family, they go up there. They love to go do all that. What you want to call it, theme park stuff. I guess as I got older, I just got where I like to rather go fishing, hang out at the lake, creek, just sit back and chill anymore. Used to love to go, 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 but I don't know more. Yeah, like I said, I ain't been up there, John, and I'm sorry about misdoing that, but I've always just said Gatlinburg because I guess I just grew up, been around here, and people say that all the time. I do have a question. Does y'all bother y'all a bunch? My wife, she says she don't like it. She tells me it's driving her crazy. How y'all? But like I told her, that's me. That's how I've always spoke. I don't say you guys or you. That's what I love about the North Carolina people. They don't say y'all like the Southerners do. They say Ewans. How Ewans doing today? That's pretty cool. Love them. I got a good friend, Merle, lives around the corner up here. My wife, uh, actually, my father-in-law, gone on to be gone on now, but anyway, he was from up here, a place called Robbinsville. Love to hear him talk because he had a real strong North Carolina accent. Yeah, I want to go check out Maggie Valley myself. That ain't but a couple hours away from here. Because, like I said, I watched that show Moonshiners. I've met a lot of them guys in this area because we're in Cherokee County, and some of that Moonshiners was filmed over there in Graham County, which is the Robbinsville over there, close to the tail of the dragon. I'd like to meet Mark and Digger. I ain't got to meet them, but I did get to meet Officer Chuck. Can't remember the others. I know my wife got to meet, if y'all remember Jim Tom, My wife met him. Pappy, as we used to call him, knew him personally. He was a friend of him. Pretty wild up here. Yule? Did I pronounce that right, Rhonda Bridges? Y'all say Yule? Well, I grew up in Florida. So it was always y'all. Y'all come on now, you hear? Stuff like that. But like I said, up here, different dialect, and I love to hear it. I watch another channel up here. They celebrate Appalachia. And she talks about a lot about the Appalachian language. It's pretty cool. So you're in Eastern North Carolina, Rhonda? I'm in Western North Carolina. We're right here in the I guess you call it a tri-state area. Just it don't take long. You can be in Tennessee or you can be back over in Georgia. We're way out where North Carolina starts narrowing down. We're way out in that tip. Y'all, I'm glad y'all hanging in with me. If y'all hang in, I'll keep talking. So, like we said, run down on them right quick. Right now, we have 3 that are up on Airbnb running: the Trevor, the Stephen and Sherry, and the Keith. I'm working on the Destiny, and I'll keep bringing y'all along with that. I'll just keep taking clips. I got most of that deck done. I'm like short 2 boards. I got 2 boards finished laying. Then we got to start the handrails and some stairs. Ooh, 6.5 hours. Yeah, you slap on the other interstate. Yeah, because a lot of people they'll inquire on Airbnb, ask for certain things at, and my wife asked me, so I have to stop, get on the phone right quick, look it up, and tell her, oh well, it's this far away, that far away. Tell you something else y'all might like to check out if y'all into any some of the stuff that I see and like old stuff. Look up the John C. Campbell Folk School in Brasstown, North Carolina. They do some cool stuff over there. They'll teach you how to blacksmith, pottery, all kind of good stuff, and it's just a cool thing. You should check it out. Now I need a Willis. Yeah, I need a Willis to jump back on and send me some traffic. I got to pay attention though. I want to jump off by noon because I want to make sure I don't step on his toes because he wants to do his live today. I know y'all want to go see him, and I appreciate y'all coming to me. All right, Selena, she's got 13. I just thought I was doing good because I'm trying to put 6 together. But we don't want huge. We're trying to keep it small. We do most of it. We do most of the cleaning. We do have one person that cleans for us on the Stephen and Sherry because it's a bigger home. It's a bigger tiny home. It takes a lot to clean. There's a lot you got to get up in them lofts, and it's hard. But we do have help with that one. But the other 3, we mainly do because they're small. Come on, the Trevor. I kid you not. Outside, it's 8 foot wide by 16 foot long. The walls ain't 3.5 inches thick like a regular house. They're probably 2 inches thick. So take 4 inches off, and that's your inside dimension. But like I said, I have to give y'all some tours. We'll go back to them again. I need to because I need to make some just so I can do it and I can actually put them up on Airbnb too. So I wonder how y'all like the logo and the tagline, JALE Tiny Adventures, living the dream. I think I'm gonna stick with it. I really like it. The reason I chose living the dream, got that off my son, because used to all that, and every time he spoke to somebody, how you doing, all that, he'd always holler, living the dream. So I took his tagline from him. Thanks, Stephen. Appreciate it, brother. Uh, Lord, she does her own cleanings in the 8 bedroom. Lord bless her heart. That's a lot. I've done that, Stephen and Sherry. It's just hard up in the loft. That's the only bad part. Down low, it ain't bad. Just hard to get up in the loft. because you can walk up, but you got to crawl around up there because you can't stand. Because you got to remember the two up there were sheds that we've converted to tiny houses. They were small sheds and we converted them. Yeah, we run our 7 days a week. The only thing is just Sundays. It's kind of hard because we do like to go to church. We are Christian people and we believe in God, and we like to go to church. And sometimes that throws a monkey wrench in the plans. You got people checking out, people checking in. People checking in ain't so bad because we don't let them check in until 3 o'clock, and they have to be out by 10. So that tells you what that does. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. Amen. Thank you. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Right now, this is only here by the grace of God. Like the old saying goes, build it, they'll come. We pray to God. Business will get down a little bit. We'll pray a little bit. Boom, it'll pick up. But like I said earlier in the video, my wife came out of her job. I'm out of my job, and this is all we do. This is the only way we make a living. We sold our place in Florida. We still have a place we can go there. So we'll go back for the winter. Might go hang out with Willis. Might catch up with him, see if I can jump on a live with him on Tube Town or something. But we got to try to make enough money, put it up. We can go home. We can attend a church there. Our son's a pastor there. He actually pastors a church called Faith Community Church in Chiefland, Florida. They have a Facebook page if you want to go look at it. He's doing wonderful things for the Lord. Hey, great idea, Hog Life. I'll have to do that. But I'll have to do some testing first because you know how the internet is up here. I done dropped out twice already today trying to keep it running. I had to jump to a different network I got set up to make it work. But I think I'll do that. One of these lives, that's what I'll do. I'll do a tiny house tour live. We'll tour each one. Something about a stadium in the zoo. That was a smart strategic move. That's what we're kind of learning, and that's what I'm kind of learning here. I can't just pick mine up and move them, but yeah, it was to buy close to things like that because that's things that people want to go do and people see. That's a good thing about us. We're close to the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, and they do these concerts over there, all kind of concerts. And they'll probably get over. It's probably 10, 20 minutes. Back roads, quick. But they do these concerts. And like I said, we're within 10, 20 minutes, and people can get your tickets and then book you a stay here. That's great. She's paid them off for 4 years. That's what I said earlier. My wife and I, we did this business, and that we bought them as we had cash on hand. So when we opened this business, we got to open debt free. We didn't have to have that pressure on top of our head worrying about making major payments because, Lord, that would be a headache and a half. So that's the great thing about doing a business that way, opening it up debt free. It makes it a lot easier on your bottom line. Nah, I like Two Town 2.0. It don't bother me. Why should it bother me? Like I said, the mayor and I are friends. Like I told y'all, I know he ain't on here right now, I hope, because we're going to go raid Tube Town when we get back. So y'all be prepped for some lives from Tube Town, but don't tell the mayor, y'all. We'll slip down there one day, because I actually live from the mayor probably, I'm going to guess 3 miles. Where he lives, from his house to my house where I stay, is 3 miles. And then we have to travel to Otter Creek if we want to go to Tube Town 2.0. But we're going to have to go, hey, we'll go sneak in one day and we'll go rearrange it for him. And then we'll be hiding around the corner one day, and we'll sneak up on him and see if we can catch his response. We're coming up with some ideas for that. He's asking me to kind of help collaborate now some with Tubetown 2.0. So we're gonna bounce some ideas off each other and see what we can come up with. Well, y'all, I'll be on here for a few more minutes. Like I said, I'm gonna have to get busy. I got to clean. My wife's under the weather, so I may have to go over and clean it myself. Who, Travis and I? We will. We'll set it up. I'll get with him because I know, like I said, I know we go home in December. We don't rent here because it's just too cold. And to try to get to the Stephen and Sherry and the Keith, it's up on a pretty good hill to get up the grade to get up on that hill. And if they get a little snow and ice here, you're done. You can't get up it. So I couldn't rent them during the winter anyway. But only be the Destiny and the Trevor and the other two down there, which ain't done. He will run around in circles twice too, town baby. No, I won't give him a run around. I won't do him that way. But the mayor, he's funny. He's a blast. And Willis, yeah, he's what kind of helped give me the nudge that I needed to get back into this. I started a channel years ago. I think it's 2000, October 31st, 2009, I think. Back in 2009, I also think when I got married. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I think the logo. I don't know if y'all can see my logos or whatever, but the one I want to change a little bit. The one I got now is my channel thing, the little one says JALE Tiny Adventures, and then underneath says Tiny Resort. I want to take out the Tiny Resort. If somebody knows how to do that, if they do that for me, I appreciate it. Take out the Tiny Resort and put in Living the Dream instead. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your sister lost her home in that flood. I'm sorry. I really am. I'm just thankful that it didn't affect us here. And I'm sorry for the people of Western North Carolina. No, I'm sorry for the administration that let down the people of Western North Carolina. That's what I'm sorry for. But I won't get into politics. I'm sorry about that, but I won't get into politics. And a lot of people that lost their homes up there, that's all they had. Well, guys, y'all hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit. I'll keep running for a little bit, but I might have to get off because I got to go get busy. I got to go clean that one because I got to have it done by 3 o'clock. I got to get my laundry up and everything else and get it washed. Yes, ma'am. That's kind of the way I started looking at things here lately. Material things you can replace. At least you have your life. You can start over. It stinks, but you can start over. He probably will. I don't know if I'm going to be quite as energetic as him. Him and I, we share a lot of the same interests and stuff. And like you said, he's just great people. He's a good person to carry on conversation with. Matter of fact, I got to visit with him in person. And like I said, I got to sit down, and talk to him. We got to talk long before I got in front of a camera to really do what I'm doing now. And he gave me a lot of insight. And like I said, he's a great person to be around. He's fun. He's helpful. And he always thinks of the next person. As we used to say in the line work, you are your brother's keeper. And that's what he is. He is my brother's keeper. He does that for everybody. That's right. He sure is a tight, good man. Y'all, on my videos, I'm gonna not trying to show you stuff. I'm just bouncing around trying to keep everybody entertained. I'm learning to edit, so y'all got to forgive me a little bit. I'm trying to figure all that out. I'm crash course. Willis knows how to do some of it, but it's kind of hard to call him on the phone or text him and ask him to help me do it. So I just told him I'll take a crash course in it. I'll figure it out. Willis is a hot mess, and you love him, Miss Rhonda? I bet. Yeah, he is. He's nuts. He's also friends with What the Hell. I haven't had the opportunity to meet them. My wife got to meet Jeremy, and from what she explains to me, he's a wonderful person. He puts a lot. He puts a lot back into the community. He really does. I like his channel. Willis always going down there to the schoolhouse or over to the ranch. Yeah, I can. I'm gonna try to help Willis when we get home. If he ain't got power at Two Town 20 by the time we get there, I'm gonna see if I can help him a little bit. I don't know what I can do, but I'll try to help him. Like he's trying to help Ron, I'll try to get behind him and help him a little. I'm certain we can get it done if we try. Well, y'all, it's coming up. Yeah, you can't not love his antics. He's just off the chain, off the wall. We'll get talking. That's why, yeah, his weed eating meditation and stuff. And I'm not going to jump on all that, but I will jump on one because I'll get that way. All of a sudden it'll be squirrel and go off in a whole different direction. Selena, you have a blessed day too. Thank you. And thank you for jumping on here. I appreciate everybody for jumping on and watching. I'm going to wrap it up here in just a little bit. I need just a little more time. Hey, y'all, appreciate every one of y'all jumping over. Hey, y'all don't forget, I think Willis goes on at noon or so. He's got a live. I don't know if it's Tube Town or what you're doing, Willis. And he has a whatnot auction today. I know that. So, everybody, y'all, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll try to post some more. I'll try to get y'all a schedule. I'm going to do a live, I know, once a week. So I know we're going to hang on once a week, y'all. Thank you, Rhonda. I'll have a wonderful day. Rosetta's Realm. Hey, can I message you later on and maybe you give me some insight? Because I want to do some kind of stuff like that too. Because I want to put a lot of music or songs in my videos. Because I know watching me work gets old mundane, but I want to do some stuff like that. Well, all right, guys. We have made it for over an hour. I appreciate everybody jumping on. And as always, we're going to sign out. This is JALE Tiny Adventures, living the dream. Love someone today the way God loves us. Goodbye, y'all. Have a great day. And we're out.